Political legal perspective in gender and sexuality. Gender-based violence survivor victim perspective and human rights. Gender-based violence is one of the most widespread and human rights abuses, but least recognized in the world. It refers to any harm perpetrated against a person's will on the basis of gender, the socially ascribed differences between males and females. In the Philippines, gender-based violence has clearly been placed in the realm of women's rights over the past decade. Prior to 1993, most governments regarded violence against women largely as a private matter between individuals. Gender-based violence experienced by women and girls refers to bettering and other forms of intimate partner violence, including marital rape, sexual violence, dowry-related violence, female infanticide, sexual abuse of children in the household, honor crimes, harmful to women, sexual harassment in the workplace and educational institution, commercial sexual exploitation, trafficking of girls and women, and violence perpetrated against domestic workers. Gender-based violence cuts across public and private spheres, including home, school and work, and take place during peacetime and conflict. It is about human rights and a development issue with negative consequences for both women and men. Consequences of gender-based violence. Health consequences. Unwanted pregnancy, complications from unsafe abortions, sexually transmitted infection including HIV, injuries, psychological effects such as depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress, suicide and death. Violence also affects children's survival, development, and school participation. Social consequences extend to families and communities. Families can also be stigmatized as a consequence of gender-based violence. For example, when children are born following a rape or if family members choose to stand by a survivor, fellow members of their community may avoid them. Economic consequences. Cost of public health and social welfare system. Reduced ability of many survivors to participate in social economic life. World Health Organization global and regional estimates of violence against women 2013. Survivor, victim, and perpetrator. A. Persons with real or perceived power. B. Persons in decision-making positions. C. Persons in authority. Survivor is the preferred term, not a victim, of a person who has lived through an incident of gender-based violence. A perpetrator is a person, group, or institution that inflicts, supports, or condones violence or other abuse against a person or group of persons. In all incidents of gender-based violence, there is always a survivor, victim, and a perpetrator. Therefore, all actions in the prevention and responses to GBV needs to address both survivor and the perpetrator. Summary of this lesson. Gender-based violence is a worldwide phenomenon which must be given attention nationally and internationally. The consequences capture almost all spheres of our lives, family, socially, economically, and health. A main focus of gender-based violence is violence against women, affecting women and girls across their lifespan.